service of ire.
Welcome back to the GSL Code A. We're in the first day of our round 3 matches. We just saw Hyun fall to MVP Vampire.
Yeah, in a bit of a weird game, and I talked to him after the match and asked him, okay.
It looks great. It looks fantastic. I have to say, really liking the hair. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, coming back from the banner to what Hyun said about the game. One of his problems was that after game 1, in game 1 he said it was way too easy. Vampire didn't pose a problem to him at all, he just took him down. So he got a little bit complacent and he said, okay, in game number 2 I think it would be as easy as in the first game, but actually it wasn't. Then he had the keyboard problems. But more the issue was game number 3, and he just said that, he literally said that he played really stupid, that he made too many mistakes and that he should have just used his Mutalisk to harass his opponent, to take down buildings and to go for base trade scenarios. But apparently one of the problems that he also had was his lava management. He had a lot of lava in the same hotkey group as the Mutalisk, but for some reason it didn't really work out as he wanted to. He wanted to build with those, but then use different ones, so it Mutalisks like everywhere. Just his control groups and how it worked was a bit of a problem. He had some technical issues, but that's not what he wanted to blame it on. He's just said like, okay, at first I underestimated him a little bit, then I screwed up, I made too many mistakes, it was my fault and I just played stupid. But yeah, he was a little bit disappointed here, but the first thing that he just said to me is like, okay, wait, today was stupid, but wait for the up and downs, and the up and downs I'm gonna come through. So all the Hyun fans out there, cheer for him in the up and downs. He wants to make up for what happened today.
Indeed. Well, both of these players find themselves in an unfortunate circumstance. At the beginning, they are teammates.
Yeah.
And you never feel good having to knock your teammate down into the up and down match. Just like throwing him into an arena where he has to play Gladiator or something, where you sit in your Code S chair with a lot of money. And this is going to be a pretty tough match for Hack. We talked about before, though, statistically speaking, Terran vs. Cross seems to be a matchup he's doing really well in right now. But Squirtle, I think, may be on another level.
Yeah, the thing about Squirtle these days is, though, that he seems to be, I don't know, he doesn't seem to be in the shape that he was used to. At ISF, he couldn't perform as he wanted to. He had the same problem also at WCS Asia Finals. So, even though I would say that Squirtle is overall the better player, it comes down to the shape that they are in today. And this might be the chance that Hack has in order to get into Code S. So it's a team match. It can be a little bit weird. And I'm not quite sure who's going to win there. I would say Squirtle, but Hack surprised us more than once.
Yeah, he certainly has. It's a little bit surprising, in fact, that Squirtle finds himself in the Code A in the first place. Wasn't able to stick it through his Code S group. Fell down into the third round here. Now he's going to defeat his teammate to get back in. It's the GSL round 3 of Code A, cast by Counter and Wolf.
To the top right, we have the nuclear missile of Startail, the Terran player in red, who calls himself
Startail Head.
laid back style. He's not going for the low rider.
Yeah, just leaning back, wearing the jacket. Unlike his opponent to the bottom left, GSL finalist, lost to MVP. Really sick series, you should check it out. He is playing for the team Startail as well. Crossplayer's ideas.
Startail Squatter.
I feel like Squirtle is a bit affected by his performance at IESF and also at WCS Asia. He had plans for these tournaments and he was not able to pull it off. So I'm actually a bit worried about him. If he loses this series, then we might see him in a very awkward spot, and he could be in a mental slump, which is always really dangerous, especially since now Hack is starting things with a lot of aggression, going straight for a double 11.
He's doing it in the most aggressive way possible. He's putting it on top of the Watchtower, essentially. So this is something that Squirtle is now checking for, but he's checking it in all the wrong places. He does know now what's going on, but how will he respond?
And double probe scout. Squirtle actually expects something like it. Of course, he had the probe already in his opponent's main base, so he assumes there could be an opening like this. And now he knows exactly there is something crazy going on. He can't put his finger on it just yet, but he will see the double barracks. The thing is, he won't see it in time.
Yeah, he's going to see it. He didn't actually touch the Watchtower. Now he will. Watchtower will reveal everything. The SCV not quite able to deny there. He's not going to be able to stop this building either. The big concern for him, of course, is going to be, does Hack pull his SCVs? He will make the Zealot no matter what now. He's not going to skip that. He's going to Chrono Boost it even, in fact.
And with his probe at the barracks, he doesn't go for a shift right-click to follow the SCV. This is one of the things that you have to do if you want to harass the worker on a continuous level. Because if you don't and the shifting pattern starts, then your worker will not follow. Look how many SCVs he pulls in.
5.
6.
Or he's 6 in total. 5 he just pulled out of his base. And it looks like this is going to be... I mean, Squirtle is going to have to pull some probes to fight this.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me a little bit of Atlantis Spaceship, where Squirtle had to face MVP in the GSL Quadrats final. He had an amazing defense. In the end, it was the town player who won. Will he prevail this time? Here we go. The fight has started. Probes being pulled, trying to take down the SCVs in the bunker. But there are so many harvesters pulled by his opponent.
Does fully stop the bunker from being built, but the second SCV starts it right away. The Stalker here is so critical. He needs to target down all the SCVs as well as he can. The probes go for the Marines.
The probes go in immediately. There are so many of them, but now the economy of Squirtle is endangered. His count is at 10 to 11 SCVs, and of course,
and he's got to stop the Marine from getting up into that bunker, and he doesn't do it. His Stalker is now low. And the second Stalker comes out, but he could get blocked by these SCVs.
It doesn't really get blocked, but now he has the Stalkers on the low ground. He can make sure that those reinforcements are being taken down. He has to be careful that his Stalker doesn't die, though.
Yeah, his Stalkers are really low, but as you said, exactly, he can go right for those reinforcing units. Gotta be so careful. He decides not to go in the Watchtower. He doesn't know how many units are in there, but he decides to go in the end. And, you know, that's, I think, a choice where it's like, he can't not go in the Watchtower, but if he does go in there, he's going to lose some. Now the SCVs are being a little bit annoying.
He has to go to the Watchtower, because if Hack assembles too many units there, then he can fight those two Stalkers, and now he even pulls additional SCVs. The Mule is so crucial here. With the Mule that he has such a great economy, and this is what he uses. He leads the charge with the SCVs, he darts in with the Marines. A nice trap here by Hack, and Squirtle is going to lose this game if he doesn't pull off some kind of miracle.
It's going to be pretty hard. He's lost his gateway, his production is stifled. He has to start a new one, and he just doesn't have enough.
The gateway is really crucial here, but Squirtle is fighting, and he is up ahead with a bit of supply. He just doesn't have any production building stuff. But on the other hand, Hack with a slight mistake on the low ground, he's losing too many Marines to the Stalkers. Squirtle might be able to pull this defense off. It's just so close.
It is so close. If he can actually win the fight here and keep those Stalkers alive, he'll be able to break out and go for a counterattack to end the game. I just don't know if he can do it.
Yeah, he needs to kill those SCVs. He's making a great job in forcing the Marines back. But if the second bunker goes up, the game is lost for sure.
Yeah, you're so right. And the probes are now going down as well. I don't know if he can deny the bunker. It's about 90% complete. He needs to start targeting the bunker with his probes. The bunker's done. He runs for it, and he tries to block it, but he is unsuccessful.
Oh my god. He has 3 Marines in there, and this is
so close. This is so close. I actually don't know who's going to take it.
It's so
close. The probes actually are taking out the SCVs, and he goes back to the second bunker. The Marine's get inside. There's nothing to repair now.
There are only 3 SCVs left. Only 3 of them, and the Mule.
And he's going to trade for shields here. There's no SCVs to repair now.
You got to be kidding me. Don't tell me Squirtle actually did it.
He may, man. It's going to be close. He's now going to micro his Stalkers back again and buy as much time as possible. He takes out a Marine.
Oh, that was so important. Man, this is crazy. When the second bunker was ready, it looked like Squirtle would lose the game for sure, but now he has the buildings. It was so crazy. They were so close, and especially when he lost his gateway, he didn't have production, but now there are no SCVs to repair. There are just no SCVs.
No SCVs at all. One Stalker very low. It will likely fall. The second one is probably going to fall as well, but I think with good micro here, we should be able to save all of his units, and this may be the end.
This may be the end indeed, but it's not over just yet. He's baiting him so much. More Marines are coming in. He's actually fighting. He doesn't pay attention to the Stalker. He's trying to get away. Is he going to save it? No.
He saves one, but the second one does fall. He will be able to keep it alive.
6 SCVs to 13 probes. This game is crazy. This is really MVP versus Squirtle all over again. And this time Squirtle puts his foot down and he's like, no. Not again.
Remember the mistake last time at the Watchtower. He's got to make sure he gets vision with a probe, for example. At least if he's going to go into there with 2 Stalkers, he may make a mistake and lose another Stalker.
Well, he has to check. He has to try to take it. He needs to kill those 2 barracks. But now he's moving back. Hack, on the other hand, is only building Marines.
Now he is going to pull his SCVs again. The probe is going to the main. He wants to put a pylon down, even though he only has 1 gateway. That pylon could be so scary.
He sees them. He sees the SCVs. Did he spot them though? Here comes the pylon, but he needs defense. He needs to chrono boost the Stalker, and that's exactly what he does. He has, how many does he have? 3, 4.
4 in total, and now if he gets a concave at the top of the ramp with good micro, he can hold here. He's got a ton of probes out as well. He's chrono boosting that warp gate. He will be able to get 1 more Stalker out.
He tries to go for the same trip again that he already used earlier. Hack, that is. He's moving in, but here come the Stalkers. They move back. The Marines will be there very soon. The SCV's trying to block.
And he gets a decent block at first, but the Stalker's still squeezed by. He's got 1 more Stalker going up. The SCVs are getting really low on hit points. I think if Squirtle pulls his ropes, he should be fine.
This is it. He's doubling his opponent's supply. He has 5 Stalkers now. This is more than enough with the micro that he showed earlier. This has to be Hack on 10 supply, losing Marine after Marine, and Squirtle with the micro. What a game between those 2, and this is GG.
What a crazy hold. It looked like all hope was lost. He had no gateways.
Oh my god.
He committed at all the right moments, though. It took the engagements that mattered. Sick micro, and what an insane hold.
Several times it looked like the game was over. Squirtle loses his gateway, then suddenly the Spunker is up right at his mineral line. What a match!
Yeah, that was actually stressful to watch even. I want to rewatch this game. Oh man, Hack's got to be feeling pretty rough about losing that one as well. Game number 2 is also going to be on a map Terran players are not too happy about right now. It's going to be on Cloud Kingdom. Yeah, I don't want to play Squirtle on the on this map in the late game. Definitely not.
This last game, this was a nail biter from start to finish. It was crazy. The audience was super silent here. I actually think we have to get an ambulance. Some of those guys might have had a heart attack.
I would not be surprised. I certainly almost did.
What a game, and the Stalkers on 2 hit points, 1 hit points, all of them. What a micro by Squirtle.
It was really well executed by Hack as well, though. With the way he placed his barracks, it was really tricky. Then he also...
Look at them. Look at them, just trolling in chat here, and both of them laughing. In the end, they are still teammates, but yeah, Hack trying to be aggressive here. Oh my god, these 2.
He was so ready to defend, but Hack had the nice trap set up. It was so close. That second bunker falling was the critical moment, the turning point there when he lost those SCVs. Couldn't repair anymore. That was insane. Game number 2 on Cloud Kingdom, a tough one for Hack. Will he be aggressive early again, or will he try to face Squirtle in the late game? Anything is possible here. If Squirtle wins this one, he will go straight back into Code S from where he came. This is the GSL Code A, cast by Caldor and Wolf. Let's jump into game number 2 on Cloud Kingdom.